Prayer flags, spinning prayer wheels, backpacks galore, and the cool winter breeze.
Every long journey begins with a single step. And at the very beginning, stop and ask for a blessing. So much of the trek depends on the wisdom and the companionship of the Sherpas. And they know that well begun is half done. Which is why we pause for a moment of prayer and reflection in the monastery. ये कोई मामूली सी तमन्ना नहीं है. Anything can happen in the foothills of the Himalayas. And to drive away any demons lying in wait, you've got to bring in the snow lions. The dance is only a symbol, a ritual. But the Sherpas take their rituals very seriously. Even as the older ways begin to die out, they know that it is their traditions that have kept them and hundreds and thousands of climbers alive.
We've said our prayers, our bags are packed. There's perfect harmony between adventure and spirituality. हम थोड़ी ही दूर हैं from the final Kingfisher Blue Mile trek to the Mount Everest Base Camp.
It's hard not to think of higher matters like life and death, और उससे आगे क्या? When you're dangling from a few planks, a few thousand meters above sea level. आज तो हमने सिर्फ लुकला से फागदिंग पहुंचना है, मगर ख्यालों पर कौन पाबंदी रखे? वो तो ऊपर ही ऊपर जा रहे हैं.
Someone from behind or someone from ahead is actually running away to get off the bridge quicker, and it starts wobbling and shaking.
और सच पूछा जाए तो today is actually a descent. Phagding is in fact about 100 meters lower than Lukla, where we landed.
Lukla to Phagding, it was the first leg of our entire trek. It was, nobody was maybe prepared for it or something, but we are headed to the ABC. It's not going to be easy at any leg of it all. So being prepared for it was the most important thing, and I was prepared for it, however difficult, however long it was going to take.
The trek on the first day took me by surprise. We had to walk around 2 to 3 hours. So since I wasn't prepared for that trek, I hadn't slept much the previous night. So it was kind of a struggle for me, the first day.
Tashi Nungshi ke saath, yeah, maybe when I had to come back for every other shoot, when I crossed them, it was irritating. Why should they lead? I didn't know they were here. They were the experts, 6 summit girls. I thought they were participants too. I had no idea they were this pros. Then I was like, why should I follow this girls every time? No way, I'm leading. That's it.
Yeah.
Just inside, okay?
It's been a long day's night. They'll be sleeping like logs.
It was at 3 a.m. It was so cold that I couldn't even move my feet in the sleeping bag. And I was literally talking to my stomach and saying, I really don't want to go because it's really cold. But still I had to go, so I made that effort for coming out of the sleeping bag, coming out of the tent, taking a torch and going out to find a toilet. So that experience was something different for me as well.
The problem that I faced was I was getting a big headache at the time. I was not feeling so well, and I was nauseous before even we began dinner. And after dinner, I just threw up everything and I just went off to sleep. And thankfully, after a full night's rest, I was fully okay next morning.
So last year when we had actually trekked from Phakding to Namche, we weren't in a team. And this time, having had 9 participants with us, I think the journey was even more incredible because, we were noticing the participants, how they were more curious of, heading to the next point from where we started. So I think we got to learn so much from the participants as well, and, got to share so much from what we had learned last year.
Today it's 11 killer kilometers from Phakding to Namche Bazaar, almost double the distance we'd covered the day before. And the terrain is tougher too.
The second day's trek from Phakding to Namche Bazaar was like around 8 hours. So I had no clue about the way I was supposed to walk, how I was supposed to pace my breathing and all those things. So the whole day was kind of a struggle for me. I really had to take a lot of breaks in between so that I could catch up my breaths, and yeah, the whole day was very difficult for me.
It's a scenic route, and if there's no time to stop and smell the roses, there's always a moment to click a quick pic.
During the trek from Phakding to Namche, we came across some amazing sceneries, amazing, close to nature sort of places. So there was a river going by below us. We had to cross some really high bridges that was suspended at the both ends, and they were like swaying to the winds and strong winds. We saw some amazing views of snow-capped mountains during the way. We paused every possible place where we could to take photographs, to capture in and soak in as much nature as we could, because going back home, you're going to live in a concrete jungle all again, and this is something that you want to preserve in your heads, in your memories, in your digital and in your own memories, that's going to remain with you forever.
Preservation. That's a big deal here, of the community's local ways.
Cheers, man.
Cheers to a fruit juice.
To a fruit juice.
Non-alcoholic.
Interestingly, it's hot. The first time I've been ever offered a hot mango juice, and it's very interesting, very soothing.
And once our lean, mean hiking machines make a pit stop to refuel, it gets their creative juices flowing.
Yeah.
Titanic.
Yes.
Oh my word!
That was so difficult. That was so difficult. Second half.
First half.
Only single word.
The whole word if you
Actually, the whole word. Again.
Okay, go ahead.
Inception.
Something to do with gambling. Gambling is the word, is it? Okay.
What happens
Something
in Vegas?
to do with gambling.
What happens in Vegas?
But midway through day 2 is not a marker. जैसे डूबता सूरज, वैसे डूबेगी ताकत. And then it's a push. Not just for the body, but for the mind.
Let you in on a little secret. आप चाहे जितने भी fit क्यों ना हो, but you can never be prepared for what nature has to throw at you. चाहे वो cold winds हो या altitude sickness. और ऐसे cases में क्या adrenaline rush काफ़ी होगा to help you survive the climb? Who will go all the way and who will stay back? The journey has just begun, and I can't wait for it to unfold.